After you discover your purpose and the plan to fulfilling your destiny, how do you live with that every day? Every day you will encounter somebody. Some days you encounter the same people repeatedly, family members, friends, coworkers, the metro driver, the door attendant at your apartment, or security guard at the entrance of your place of employment. Other days you meet people you never knew you would meet. On average, we live for 78.3 years. Most of us remember people we meet after age 5. Assume we interact with 3 new people daily in cities, 365 days a year, plus leap year days, which is 365.24. The total will be, after a little bit of math, roughly 80,000 people.
Okay, now we're in chapter 2. I certainly hope. Now, did you do your devotion? Have you read the chapter? Did you read the introduction? Are you getting excited about where you're going? Because now it's time for purposeful, progressive relationships. Do you not know that at age 79, approximately 78.3 years of age, which is the typical person's lifespan, you're going to meet at least 80,000 people over your life? That means you have the potential of coming into relationship with 80,000 people. Bishop Jakes told me, the covering of our church, my spiritual father, he said this to me. He said, look, the next $1 million, really should have said first, but anyhow, he said the next $1 million you make is going to come through a relationship that you have. I never forgot those words. Now, that doesn't mean that in every relationship I look to see what kind of windfall I'm going to get. It simply means that there is a potential behind every relationship that I ever come into, that it will be a win-win for both of us, that both of us grow in that relationship. And that's what purposeful, progressive relationships are all about. And that's what you're going to learn in this chapter. Think about it. Look at the relationship that Joseph had. Joseph, oh my God, he had jealous brothers, even had a jealous dad and mom for a moment. And he went from the pit, he went to prison, and from the prison, he went to the palace. And at every juncture, there was a relationship. There was a relationship that was the turnstile of what ended up happening to him. And at the end, you know the story well. At the end, Joseph said, all of these relationships were meant for my good, even the evil ones. So, in this chapter, you're going to learn what and how to make great relationships, purposeful, progressive relationships.
Relationships are a critical component to realizing your purpose as a life changer. Every person you meet has the potential to change many more lives. Because God is progressive and not static, the relationships you cultivate should progress to a point that you can introduce them to Christ. The ultimate goal in every relationship you have is to share the gospel with that individual.